The month of August witnessed a surge in violence across the country, resulting in 541 deaths, according to a report released yesterday by the Human Rights Support Society (HRSS). The report highlights political revenge, attacks on police stations, and assaults on minority communities as key contributors to the violence, which has deepened societal divisions. The report notes that minority communities, particularly Hindus and Ahmadiyyas, face significant harm in the wake of the protests, with widespread attacks on their homes and religious sites. The violence, which included the indiscriminate killing of students and protesters during the first 5 days of August, led to a significant death toll. HRSS compiled the statistics from 12 national newspapers, documenting that after August 7th, political violence resulted in 22 deaths and 537 injuries. The report details 49 incidents of political violence, 23 were due to infighting within the BNP, 21 involved clashes between the BNP and the Awami League were linked to all infighting, and one was a clash between the BNP and Jamaat-e-Islami. Among the 22 fatalities, 12 were from the BNP and 10 from the AI. The report also highlighted the dangers faced by journalists, with 2 killed and 61 injured in August. Journalist MD Atika Roman was killed in Chakrabarri during the protests, while Pradip Kumar Bhowmik was killed in Sirajaj. HRSS also reported that cases were filed against 38 journalists. The violence extended to minority communities, with at least 65 attacks recorded, leaving 61 people injured. The report documented attacks on 228 Hindu homes, 240 Hindu businesses, and 15 temples across various regions, including Natur, Damrori, Dinajpur, Pachuakoli, Shariatpur, Faridpur, Jasha, Nokoli, Mayhapur, Champa, and Khulna. Additionally, the Ahmadiyya community faced attacks in Panchgarh and Rangpur. HRSS cautioned that the actual figures could be much higher, as these numbers only reflect incidents reported by the media. The organization emphasized the need to restore the rule of law and strengthen democratic institutions through dialogue with students, civil society, and political parties, warning that the human rights situation will continue to deteriorate without these interventions. Students demanding quota reform clashed with police at various locations in Dhaka on Thursday, July 18th, reportedly leaving several students and others injured. In Maralbada, near Brak University, clashes between the protesters and law enforcement also resulted in multiple injuries. According to media reports, at around 10:30 a.m., students blocked the road in Maralbada. By 11 a.m., clashes erupted between the demonstrators and police, who fired tear gas shells to disperse the crowd, completely halting traffic in the area. As of noon, intermittent clashes were ongoing. Students from various educational institutions also blocked the road at the entrance to Bashundhara residential area on Pragati Sarani, with law enforcement on high alert. In Chakrabarri, protesters blocked the Chattogram highway, causing a complete shutdown of traffic and severe inconvenience to the public. The protesters began their blockade early in the morning. A significant police presence, including armoured vehicles, was also observed at the Mirpur 10 roundabout, with most markets and shops from Shurapura to the roundabout remaining closed. Heavy police presence was observed across Dhaka, and the number of vehicles and pedestrians was significantly lower than usual. The protesters on Wednesday declared a complete shutdown, demanding the end of what they called police brutality against their peaceful student movement, justice for those killed during demonstrations, the assurance of a violence-free campus, and a rational reform of the quota system. They announced that during this shutdown, only emergency services, including hospitals and media, would remain operational. The announcement followed student protests. Roadblocks and clashes with the police occurred across Dhaka and other parts of the country throughout the day. In the evening, Siam, 18, was killed while returning home from work as protesters clashed with police in Shoniar Accra. Jatrabari. The area had turned into a battlefield, with at least 8 protesters and 2 policemen injured. Fires and vandalism were reported, including multiple motorcycles, toll plaza booths on the Hanif flyover, and a police box. Tyres and wood logs were also set ablaze on the Dhaka Chattogram highway.